Hi guys, Berry Babe checking in. Well, shit happens. We were due to get in the car and go to DC tomorrow to meet up with my daughter that's at Gallaudet College. She's on the soccer team and she was going to play Saturday and Sunday in games. And she's always wanted us to come watch. Well, their team, which is primarily made up of deaf students, my daughter is in the interpreter program, so she's hearing. But they played a Christian school. And the girls on that team were very, very aggressive. And 3 of the players on my daughter's team, my daughter included, sustained really tricky, difficult injuries. And apparently the ref was not calling inappropriate play. So needless to say, my daughter's walking around with a crutch and will not be playing this weekend. I'm hoping that she's going to be okay. She's such a jock that she hurts. She wears tape all over her body all the time because of different excuse me, injuries and overuses and that sort of thing. So we are now planning on going to DC, leaving on the 27th of October. Well, as you may know, I've kind of been out of control with my eating in prelude to going to DC to eat. So yesterday, day before yesterday, I had not done HCG, thinking I was going to do a planned interruption, and that while I was eating imprudently, it would be a good idea to come off the HCG. Well, when I found out that we likely were not going to DC this weekend, I did HCG yesterday and again this morning. Yesterday in the morning, I was 150 point something. This morning at 7, I was 149.4, and at 10:30, I was 146.9. So, I've got the potential to come down. My goal is 140. I'm thinking I may run down below that a little bit, but let's face it, I got to get back on the wagon first. So hopefully today I'll slow it down even more. Was looking at potentially doing a fast with Andy, but I don't know, I don't think I have 10 days worth of fasting on HCG pounds to lose. And I had a hard time coming off the fast the last time, so I don't know what I'm going to do. But I was glad to see that Donna was in the 140s this time, so I'm hoping she's going to blow right past me into the 130s. 140 is where I ultimately want to be, but you know, I hear people talk about these lower numbers and I start obsessing, and I'm worried a little bit that if I run it, say, to 138 to give myself a little bit of playroom. The idea originally was 140 to 145 would be my playroom, but then I wanted to be back to 140 because I was just that much leaner around my middle. I'm worried that once I go low, I feel big once I'm above the low. I am pleased that, you know, it's kind of like those things where you put the quarter in and it circles around and around and around and around and around and around and around, and then it finally drops through the hole. That before, when I've gotten off track, I've put on 40 or 50 pounds. This last time I was about 20 pounds up, and once I reined it in, a lot of it dropped off for water weight. So I'm having a lot of problem with water weight fluctuation. And that's so frustrating because it's hard to know what to do if you go up a few pounds. It isn't, it may be because of the bariatric surgeries I've had. It may be because of my age and my postmenopausal status. It may be I've just been doing this for a long time. I don't know, but you know, water, Robin Woodall always said your water can fluctuate as much as 8 pounds in a month, which is true. You hear the grinding? In this neighborhood with so many trees, there's always something grinding, or a garbage truck coming through, or lawn being mowed. So it's going to be 2 weeks to DC. I feel like I'm all dressed up with no place to go. So my husband said I can go, so if you have any ideas that won't cost me an arm and a leg, I'm up for a trip. Anyway, trying to think, there's really not much going on. I'm not having any heavy-duty mea culpas. I am pleased that I'm pleased enough at 140 that I am yearning to be there again. You know, a couple of years ago when I got lower, I got scared. I'm not scared anymore. I need to be here. I want to be here. I want to be done with this up and down and up and down and up and down. I had a good P3. I'm ready to do it again. I want to try keto again. I'm going to try not to get so bizarre with the fat, and you know, going from no fat to too much fat, trying to back off. It's a head trip, and it's hard coming from keto back into P2 mentality. So I don't know, I love the carbs, that's the only problem, and that includes things like milk and dairy and that sort of thing. So, but I feel so good when I'm not doing the carbs. So, you know, I'm not exercising yet. I'm looking, you know, almost to get into P3 to do that again. I have to go back and see the surgeon November, in about 30 days, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if he wants to see if I'm still at that weight. He you know, if I say to him, you know, I put on 20 pounds and then I took 20 pounds off, and I'm going to put it on and take it off probably until I have my surgery next summer, I don't know, he won't believe me, and I don't think I want to tell. So my goal is to be back stable at 140 when I see him, and even to have been on keto enough so that I tightened up again. But not having surgery until maybe August next year. I got a lot of whatever's going to go on before then. So my girlfriend, I don't remember if I told you this, but the girlfriend that said my pants were too big also thought my dresses were too large. So it's a good thing that I have a tailor that can take them in when the time comes if I need to. So right now it looks like the long one, but I don't know. I was frustrated in that when I sent the pictures out, even when I just sent them out to like my sister, my feet got cut off, so you really didn't get the whole effect. So I'm going to have to see what I can do about that, because you almost need to see my legs and my ankles and my shoes to get the full effect. So this is a short one compared to what I usually do. I'm on my way to the post office to send out a package, and tomorrow I might get together with one of the girls from the group, but other than that, I'm bored out of my mind now. I was supposed to be driving to DC tomorrow. So that's all I have for now. Goodbye.